Oh my God.
Well, the producer's already starting out shaky, but it's okay.
Not good, brother.
It's okay. You guys be ready for that hard fade.
Listen, I just got back from Sonic, and I'm eating my mozzarella
get?
sticks.
Mozzarella sticks?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Here's the thing, too. Like, yeah, the wait was long. I understand what's going on right now. I don't mind it because I took the Tesla, and I watched the new Rockstar's breakdown of the Spider-Man preview. Like, it lasted that long. That's how long I was waiting.
Wow.
I was like, I'm cool. I'll sit here and watch YouTube.
Right.
That's why you never leave home without your Tesla. Just don't do it.
What a solid transition. What a solid transition.
What's going on, y'all? We are the Marauders, and this is Thursday.
Go.
And you know what that means? Talk nerdy to me. And we have such a great panel, and actually an even better list of topics that we're going to get into this evening. And I couldn't do this alone. Of course, directly to my side, who do I have?
It would be 117 tonight in honor of the launch of Halo multiplayer. So unexpectedly 3 weeks early. So November 15th. Play some Halo.
If you guys are tuning in, this was not how calm he was talking about Halo the last 3 weeks. So
me either.
My frustration. You open this door. No, let's introduce Blow You.
Not yet.
Let's go blow you.
Well, I was just gonna say, I was excited too because they released it on the 20-year anniversary or whatever,
which was really cool.
Which was awesome. But my name is It's Mephisto. Because I have theories. Then there we go.
And I am Asa Gator Loki. If you haven't noticed, check out the shirt.
Oh, I didn't see that.
You didn't see that?
Cool. I didn't.
I recognized it because he wore it once before, not on the pod. I don't think I've seen it in person.
I wore it to church. I had that hat too.
Did you wear that to work today?
I did. I wore it to the
Yes.
That's awesome. So I was Christmas shopping for the pod. I went ahead. I got everybody's Christmas presents knocked out, and so I'm Christmas shopping for the pod, and I'm like trying to figure out what to get Ace, and I'm like, this is a really cool hat, and so I texted Justin, and I'm like, what do you think about this hat? And then Justin's like, well, maybe, and Jared was like, yeah, I'd like it, and then I was like, do I want to buy anything clothing related for Ace? So I put the hat back and I bought you something else.
Oh wow.
So, I caved. I don't trust my fashion sense compared to your fashion sense. So I was like, no, we're not doing this. No hat.
It's not that deep. I think if people really understood how I shopped, they would be surprised.
Yeah, but like you have like everything matches your shoes and stuff. I'm a hobo.
Yeah.
Like I find something in the garbage can and I'm like, sweet, here we go. Like I'm good to go.
Point though, how hard is it really to match something to my shoes? Because
it's very true.
I don't even think about the shoes anymore. I just pick a color and then I got some shoes that would match that.
It was a cool hat. It was a cool hat. But I think you're gonna. I mean, look, I'm thrilled. I think I've done pretty good this year, matching each person. But I mean, I'm super happy with yours. Like super happy with yours.
That's a lot of pressure, brother. That's a lot.
Dude, I am thrilled with yours. And if you don't like it, I will keep it.
I see you buy gifts like I do.
100%.
Before we get into our topics, let's bring up our sponsor, which one of our people is so lucky to be munching on right now.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Sonic, for letting us do what we do with the mott sticks and the drink. What you drinking, Bonnie?
Coke Zero, always. It's so good too, like from the fountain like that.
Yeah,
it's like the best way.
I miss caffeine anytime someone says Coke.
Aww,
I miss it.
I'm a Diet Coke guy now. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it.
I love diet drinks. I'm addicted to the sweetener.
Do they make caffeine-free Coke?
Although,
Coke Zero.
Yes, they have caffeine-free.
Wait. So Coke Zero is Coke.
Oh, I'm sorry. No.
There is a
caffeine. They make a Coke. Yeah.
Has anyone tried it though?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Is it good?
Yeah. It's one. This is what I mean. So when I converted from regular Coke to Diet Coke, before you could never get me to drink a diet drink, right?
Mhm.
Okay, and now I'm in a position where I can't really have the regular Coke, so I have to drink Diet Coke. And it's like, okay, because see, there's some diet drinks like Diet Pepsi, they ain't figured it out yet. And I love regular Pepsi, but Diet Pepsi, they ain't figured it out yet. And so they have a new thing. They have a zero sugar Mountain Dew that I want to try. So
Wow.
yeah. So I
You
mean,
get me a no caffeine Mountain Dew, and I'm in. Or
but they do have a caffeine-free Coke though. So
I'm
you
gonna
should
have to try it
yeah.
because I miss cherry Coke.
Yeah.
So bad.
Yeah.
So bad. Anyway,
Thank
love
you, Sonic. Thank you, Sonic. All right, let's take a gander at these topics here so we can figure out where we're gonna start. Because I mean, we have so much to choose from and so much to talk about. So let's just jump right into. No, I kind of want to give. Let's jump into Halo because I figure we'll talk about that for a little bit since we already opened that can of worms. Let me say this before you guys get into it because I know you guys have so much to say about it. I did download Halo. I don't know why. It's been very hard for me to play games here lately, which is interesting because I did get the new Xbox from Shane, and so I'm like, I gotta play it. I gotta play it, which I have been. I played Avengers a little bit. I've re-downloaded Gears of War 4 because I promised myself I won't start 5 until I finish 4.
Yeah.
But I did download Halo, especially because it was free, and I wanted to figure out what the hoopla was about. And I started playing it. I was doing the whole training thing. I was getting into it, and then it got to the part where we like did the go live in the training.
Yeah.
And I got murked quick. I was like, nope.
So for a beginner, the best thing to do is go to big team battle. Just go live in big team battle because there's tons of players.
I am going to admit, and I've said this before, but I'm just gonna. It is what it is. I do not like first person games.
That's right.
I don't.
Yeah. It's understandable.
I like third person. I need to see my people on the screen. So it's Gears of War for me. That's it. I'm good.
It's totally understandable.
Can I just make my comment? This was like, oh, you can't see it. I think this was like my 4th game, but I dropped a toy bomb.
How many deaths?
11.
Pretty solid.
That's right.
So what?
And I got a kill spree and an overkill. I was so excited.
I think we know where Bonnie stands.
Yeah, I think she liked it.
I think she liked it. So,
oh my gosh, I've been playing it every night.
I am pleasantly surprised. Very pleasantly surprised. Like, look, this feels like classic Halo multiplayer to me. Which, if you play other first-person shooter games, like Halo plays different. It has a much larger TTK, which is time to kill. It has a much slower TTK. So, like, if you play Call of Duty or Battlefield, you're dying constantly, like just constantly. But you play Halo, you have to hit shots, and I think that's where the disconnect is for people who haven't played Halo for a really long time. Is you come in and you have to hit headshots and you have to connect. So it takes a little bit of getting used to. If you're newer to the genre, like or to the Halo experience,
yeah.
But it feels like classic Halo to me, which is impressive.
So what would you guys rank like gameplay, like the feel, the usability, the graphics? Like what are y'all's thoughts now that you have it in your hand?
So my thoughts. So this version, like this Halo Infinite, because I've played Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3 was my all-time favorite in multiplayer. Like that's where I started getting really big into playing online. And then Halo 4 was and then we're not even going to talk about Halo 5. Yeah, so this gameplay is like Halo 3 to me, but like on steroids. Because you're able to, like, first, in the quick play, you're just doing the quick play. You've got the battle rifle the assault rifle that you're starting off with. And Halo 3, that was a big thing. You toss your grenade, hit the assault rifle, and then you like run up on him and you hit him. It's just like it was before. It's crazy. So that would be my thing. They went back to Halo 3 tactics, but this new age graphics.
What you think, Shane?
So gameplay wise, it's great. Graphics wise, it's great. You know, depending on your system, you know, it'll vary for some people if you're playing on PC. Xbox, I haven't played it personally, but I hear it's a little I forget the word, but I heard it was a little muted. But I haven't heard that like widely, like color palette wise. So I can't judge on that. There's a few things missing, like SWAT, which is a mode. SWAT's not in it, which is a huge bummer to me. You cannot access Slayer without going through the ranked playlist, which is a bummer to me.
If you, sorry,
good.
If you do quick play, that's where it's random, but you like it randomly puts you in Slayer or Oddball or Capture the Flag.
I feel like it should be its own mode. Like you should just be able to go into deathmatch. But I get it. You know, you got to consolidate the pool. They don't know how many consecutive players they're going to have, so they want they want the biggest pool possible to match, so matchmaking doesn't get dragged down. So they've done a very good job. But for me, the Halo experience is campaign. So like I reserve like Final Judgment. I get this is its own entity, but to me, I reserve Final Judgment until I play the physical campaign. But I will say this: I've been very down on Halo. Very down on Halo for the last month, ever since the reveal, as they want to call it. I was super down on it, but this makes me want to play the campaign, which is not where I was a few weeks ago. So it makes me want to play the campaign.
I will say this too. I don't know if you guys saw, but Steam it like doubled the bandwidth on Steam as like when it released. That's how many people. Which just gave me all sorts of like happy feels because there's so many people back in Halo. Like
it's breaking all the records.
It is crazy. Like you check Twitter out and you just, search Halo Infinite, so much. Even my son, he's back into it. And he's not played Halo like this in years.
And they've been quick. There was issues with the progression of the battle pass. It was too slow. It was ungangly and like just clunky, and they addressed it fast. They put out a patch today, and they addressed some of the progression issues so that you're progressing every game no matter what, which needed to be done. Because like I saw people who had played like 2 or 3 nights, and they had only gone up a rank or 2 in the battle pass, which is ridiculous. Like they should reward you for each game you play and stuff like that. So they're figuring it out. I like how quick they're being and responsive they're being to feedback. Their first season goes, was it till April?
No, I know I bought it, but
it's till April or May, which is insane to me because it's a massive season. But it's going to be important because like if you look at Battlefield, or not Battlefield, but you look at Call of Duty and you look at Fortnite, thank you God, Fortnite. If you look at those, like you have to keep the content fresh. And I'm sure that they're building out for the future, so they have stuff in the pipeline, but you need to capture this momentum because they have a massive amount of momentum. But you can't drop the ball. Like you're going up against all the big boys now, and it's free, but you got to keep those kids logging in. So it's gonna be interesting.
Is it the campaign supposed to drop on the 8th?
The 8th, yes. December 8th.
So when we did our poll, who won? Because we said whenever it dropped.
No one picked December.
Mine was the end of November, I think.
If Bonnie picked November, she won.
Well, I picked November too. I don't remember the exact dates.
Okay, we see.
I think I did around Black Friday. I chose mine at the end of November.
I think I did November.
Jared has the tag. So
we need to look. I mean,
I do want to make a comment though, off of what you were saying with the battle pass. I guess I didn't even notice because my husband mentioned something last night about people were complaining that you're not able to level up as fast, I guess, as in the other games. Legit didn't even notice, like didn't care about that. So I don't know. I guess I was surprised that I didn't even notice. Like I didn't care. That's how excited I've been.
Yeah, I mean, and some people are just grinding out for the rewards because you get the unique rewards and stuff. So a lot of people are just grinding that out. They don't like the process. But again, like I haven't deep dived into it yet. I'm reserving my final grade until December 8th when the campaign launches, and I might be a little slow getting the campaign. I don't know if I'll be a day one adopter because I wasn't planning on buying it. Period.
I will be now.
But I'll
be getting it day one.
It definitely makes me want to play it.
Yeah, this is. I'm in Halo heaven right now. I'm just like I almost wanted to cry the other day because if you guys understood which I've been a gamer ever since I was little, but Halo really set me in motion for all this, and I was just like, oh, it's just like last time.
The only thing that they will not like, why did we not get a collector's edition? Like it's such a bummer to me.
I don't know. I mean, I can see it definitely for like the collector's part. But because everything's so, it's all about downloadable content and this, that, and the other. I mean, you got it through Steam.
But look behind you. I mean, look behind you. Like, and then look up here. You can't see my Halo helmet, but like this is Reach. This is Halo 5. Like some people like I enjoy that. Like look at the and I know it's a little different because it's a console, but look at the Halo 20th anniversary Xbox. Like you can't find it anywhere. You're going to pay double or triple on eBay. It sells out instantly whenever they drop stock. Like, I mean, to me, it's just a huge missed opportunity. You had all this hype, you delayed it a year, and then you don't even like you don't even release something special for the 20th anniversary. Like there should have been a wicked cool 20th anniversary like collector's edition.
I do agree.
I think they dropped the ball.
But maybe they'll surprise us because they see the reaction they're getting right now, that people are back into it, that they're like, okay, yeah, let's do it.
Destiny has the seasonal content because it's an ongoing title. And when they do major expansions, they do like, there's another one coming in February. They do collector's editions every time. So maybe they'll hear, the backlash. And maybe when they do the next big update, because I don't think there'll be another Halo 7. Like I think they'll just build off Infinite. So I think like once a year we'll get a big drop.
I think maybe the thing was that Xbox probably told them like, look, bro, y'all got to come out with the game first. Y'all can't be having all ramming up trying to get us to do merchandise, and y'all ain't even got the game out. So I think they had to get the game out. Maybe they'll do something for launch and go from there.
I hope so.
So
I did too.
Speaking of collector's edition, Shane, you put something in the chat about the Knights of the Old Republic. What was that?
That was this man.
Oh, okay. Well, before we talk about that, Jared, what is your first impression of Halo?
I downloaded it. I did not play it.
Okay.
But what I've heard you guys talk about on the way home, I would say that it's if it's Halo 3 and all it is better graphics, I don't know if it's like the best thing in the world going to be hanging out.
I didn't say it was Halo 3. I said it's Halo 3 on steroids.
On steroids, but you're still saying it's still like Halo 3, is my opinion.
But Halo plays so unique, you have to keep that feel. And I think we lost that feel in 4 and definitely 5. Like I definitely think they've lost that feel. So to me, like with Halo, it's such a it's not like Fortnite. You're not going to draw every kid that wants to get on there and build and stuff. Like it's such a unique feel, and I think they've lost that. So to me, it's great that they're getting back to the roots of Halo.
And understand too, whenever I'm saying it's like Halo 3, it's you're being able to do headshots with your pistol. You're being able to do, I don't know, those like fun things you did before they tried to make it better.
Yeah, but I think what's going to be the problem is that longevity wise, like you have Fortnite, which obviously it's a lot of kids, but I mean there's a lot of adults playing it because like Ninja and those guys are playing it. But the reason they're doing that is because Fortnite's accessibility to be able to like turn on a dime and go to something different. Halo can't do that, so they've got to keep it fresh. And just because you're getting skins is not going to keep it fresh.
Yeah. Well, okay, I have a rebuttal to that really fast. Okay. The reason that I say this, you can take the Halo games or the Halo books, right? So like the storylines there. I'm not saying to do like storylines in the game, but really the only thing with the seasons is the map changes and there's new things that you have to do. But essentially it's still like the same setup. They're just moving like, instead of tilted towers, now it's like I can't remember what it's called. We played it the other day. But I mean, that's really all they're doing is changing the design on the maps.
But it's massive events. They're doing a live live music concerts. Yep. They're doing
Travis
these like
Scott.
giant little
Not
like
anymore.
the orb blows up and everybody goes in the air and they're floating and all of a sudden there's a cut scene and it's something Halo has never really done multiplayer wise.
But
all
here's
it's been
could
is
do.
we're playing it. Not for multiplayer, they don't.
I'm not disagreeing with you at all. What? Because I said earlier, like they have to have enough in the pipeline to keep the people that they have. You got to build off this momentum. But the unique thing about Halo is I don't think you're going up against Fortnite. I think your direct competitors are Battlefield and Modern Warfare, COD. And I don't think it's as hard to compete with those two as it is if you're going up against Fortnite. Because Fortnite is its own juggernaut. Nobody does live events like Fortnite. I think that they just try and keep on pace or above COD and in Battlefield.
Yeah,
but Battlefield can hold 100 and something people.
It's a different animal.
That in itself is unique.
But it's also an entirely different it's a different thing. Is why I think Halo has a chance. But again, it's all about the pipeline. Like, can they sustain the momentum and can they pump out enough stuff to keep people logging back in?
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, guys, we got to move on because we got a lot to get into. Shane, not Shane.
Hey,
Jerry,
real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I had the thing right here. He could have pulled it up. He just didn't see it.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Yeah.
So wait a minute.
So you won, Shane.
This guy. But see, I don't feel like it's a win.
No, he didn't. I got November 26th.
I got November 12th.
She's got November 26th.
Bring it.
No, you won, sir.
I told you you're my minion, Bonnie.
No.
Yes, 100%.
No.
When it comes to, but see, I feel like it's only a half win because I said November 12th.
But it's not a half win. We said when the game goes.
We did.
But only half the game is out.
But we didn't.
Game.
Yeah.
Can you play the game?
No, you can't.
Yes.
You can't play the campaign.
Yes, I've been playing it for 3 nights.
Which is part of the game. We were talking full game. I still think Bonnie's going to win this.
I'm going to take the win. Bonnie did. What do you mean? I've already won. They've already dropped it.
No, they've only dropped multiplayer.
Doesn't matter. The game is playable. That's what we said. The game is.
We did say that.
No, the multiplayer. That is not the game.
Need I remind you? Like I still am the undefeated champion. So this isn't a big surprise.
I guess I should have put stipulations on this because I consider a full game is if you can play the multiplayer and the campaign. If you play the campaign, that's the main thing of Halo.
He's just trying to take my W.
We asked the question. We said, what are we considering? And we said when the game is playable. That's what we said. Because here's the thing. GTA did the opposite. GTA allowed you to play. You had to play the campaign before you could get to online.
Yep.
They just did the opposite.
I'm going to take this W. And you know what?
I'll let you have it because I'm not even close. I'm not worried about that.
Me either.
I do not consider this down.
Like I said, I feel like it's a half victory, but I'll take any victory I can get.
But Jared,
I forgot. What did we bet?
Do we owe you $50 a piece?
Wasn't $100 a piece?
No. Nope. I know it wasn't that.
Bad.
I would not be that stupid.
No, me neither.
Yeah, it was like $5 a piece.
You guys can just cash at me.
Now I'm going to slap you in the face with that 5. So, Jared, you posted that Knights of the Old Republic thing.
Yes.
Is that like a real thing?
It is a real thing.
I'll find it.
You can find it. Yeah. So for the I think it's tomorrow is when it opens up. You can buy the full, obviously Knights of the Old Republic, it's old.
Right.
But all the stuff that came with it is it's the PC version or however you want to buy it. But all the cases are like the case for Switch, but it all looks like the old style from when it first came out. And then it comes with Revan's hilt, it's not a full size, like a 3 or 4 inch hilt. And it comes with, what's the other guy's name? Anybody remember?
Revan?
Shane? It's not Revan, the other guy. The dude that has the weird looking.
Malik?
Yeah, Malik. It has his, and it has a vibro blade letter opener. It has a bunch of stuff, like a gold coin. It was a full set of stuff that looked pretty awesome.
But I'm wondering if you could just buy the game though, because I've never played it at all, and so
it's on the Switch.
Old. Yeah,
I
would probably get
Switch.
it for the Switch. Yeah. But my thing is that seeing as though that
See,
but-
it comes with all the versions: PC, Xbox, Switch. But
Does
yes,
yeah.
you should
much
be able
is
to
that?
buy them.
Oh,
You should buy them separately. Yeah, you don't have to go buy all this stuff. This was like
Right.
the master list, or the
I
limited.
think you
master
could buy
edition.
buy it on digital right now. I think if you want a physical copy, you can buy a physical copy through limited run games. But I'm pretty sure you can buy it right now, can't you, Jared?
Well,
I would have to look, but I think so.
Especially because you guys are getting the PlayStation folks are getting the remastered version, and I've never played it at all. So I would
So
like
jazzed.
to,
This game's still like, oh my god! And it's not a remaster; it's a remake.
It's a remake. Yeah,
So they're actually going to change things, which to me is, it's painful because I'm like, this game was perfect, in my opinion. But it's going to be cool because it's going to be able to be canon.
Yeah.
But I mean, look at all this stuff, man. And you know me, I'm a sucker for this crap. Luckily or unluckily, I did not have $175. But I mean, yeah.
Honestly, that's the only reason I posted it was for Shane, because
he would be the one.
I am not the one that could just collect all this stuff. I mean, I like to collect, but I couldn't do that. That's too much.
This is what a collector's edition should be. Like you just embrace the people like me, and you're like, here you go. Here's some tiny little lightsabers, and here's a vibroblade letter opener. Here's some coins and some postcards that I'm never gonna look at. I don't care. Like, just give me all the stuff.
You mean like the Halo Infinite one?
That was painful.
Crickets.
That was painful. That was painful.
But keeping it in the theme of games, y'all, before we get into some of our bigger topics, the WB was talking about putting out a Smash Brother-ish type game that would have characters like Bugs Bunny and Superman, and who else was in it, y'all?
Arya Stark.
Arya Stark.
Yeah, they had a bunch of weird ones that I have never heard of personally, but it's probably anime, and probably why I don't know.
Is this an actual confirmed game?
This is 100%.
Wasn't that from IGN?
That's not where I saw it from. I think I saw it from WB dropping it.
Okay.
On Twitter.
Yeah,
on Twitter.
I thought that was IGN.
Oh, with IGN, yeah.
Yours might have been.
Yeah.
Which is cool because they do. Did they confirm Lord of the Rings? If you're gonna have Game of Thrones, you might as well throw Lord of the Rings in there.
I mean, I'm pretty sure as if the game goes off with a hitch, those
Shaggy.
some things would be like some expandable, content. You know how like when you get those like the one with Mortal Kombat versus DC or something like that, and you just keep adding characters and stuff. So what are y'all thoughts?
Pretty funny.
I like Smash Brothers, so I'm in for the collabo games.
Do you guys want to
100%.
see? Do you guys want to see what this looks like? Can we show it? Are we allowed to?
Yeah, I was pulling up. If you already got it, go for it.
Okay. I don't think I have audio, so no audio.
That looks fun.
But you got Bugs. Oh wait, I'm wrong.
Harley Quinn right there.
Yeah,
right?
that's Harley Quinn. And it says the voices.
Oh, it looks just like Smash. There's Wonder
it
Woman.
looks just like Smash.
Like it's a direct ripoff of Smash.
Which is probably why it's not going to Switch.
Yeah, I don't think Nintendo's going to be happy. But I mean, why not rip off Smash? It's a massive game. All right, we can go ahead and shut that down because I don't know what.
So is it going to be a computer game?
It's every console.
It's every console except for Switch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it says 2022.
I would be interested in picking it up for the Xbox. It'll give me something to play, especially if it comes out for the Gamer Pass. Oh my gosh!
I would love if it, because Switch isn't good about this right now, but if it came out and we could play together on cross-platform, that's what I would be happy for. If PC, Xbox, PlayStation,
that would be great.
If we could connect that way.
Right now, that way.
And I think the big thing
you can play it Xbox and
I think
PC.
the hard thing with crossplay is still Sony. Sony's very against it. I know Destiny bullied them into it, but it's still very rare for most games. So, and until Sony sees a reason to, I don't foresee it being common.
We have PCs and Xboxes now. So
Exactly.
I have a PC.
And it does say on PC, so we could all get it on the PC and play with a mod on the Xbox.
Yeah.
So, anyways, but it looks like it's super fun looking. I love playing with the kids on Smash Brothers.
Yes.
And I mean, why not have your favorite characters?
Why not have a Star Wars version of this? Like,
what was that game? There's a game.
There's an old fighting game. There's an old Star Wars fighting game.
Yeah. It had like Anakin, and then it had Vader, and it had like what was that? Was that on one of the Battlefronts?
No, that was an actual its own release. Because I played that when I was young. Hang on.
I don't remember
it had pretty decent graphics though.
I only remember Battlefront being able to access those characters, and you played when you're playing other people. I don't remember.
Yeah, it was a fighting game. Like
Star Wars Masters of Terra Claws on the PlayStation. This is the one I played.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Here, let me share my screen again. This one. This is the one I played.
On it?
And it had like Mara Jade.
What is that?
It's Wikipedia.
It's Wikipedia.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. This one wasn't 2D. I mean, it wasn't like in the
side scroll or whatever.
It was like you could move in the environment and stuff.
I don't remember it.
Jedi Fighter 2.
I wish I knew the name of that game.
Let me show
you. You'll think of it at like 3 a.m.
No, I never knew the name of it. I couldn't.
Oh,
I'm not gonna be able to pull it.
Is it?
Gotcha.
Like I said, all I know is it. I mean, I'd have to see what it looked like, because all I know is, let me see, because
I'll do that after the commercial.
That was a mod. You don't know what's gonna happen in that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, here let's see what happens here.
You could move around like in
this.
No, because that's still like in the just regular.
And it's not Lego Star Wars. I'm just kidding.
No, that's not it. That's like a 2D. What I'm saying is, it's almost like an open world concept where you're fighting.
Then that's got to be the Battlefront series, right?
But it wasn't like. But even in the like, it wasn't like a whole bunch. It wasn't like a bunch of people in the setting. It was just 2 people fighting. You know what I'm saying? And it had the energy. It almost looked like when you were in Fallen Jedi and you fought a boss or something like that, and you had the energies up on the top. It looked like that, except for you could be characters like Anakin, Vader, Luke, and like it was. I don't know what the game was, so I'll have to do my research. But anyway,
you'll have to. I don't know, man.
Yeah, because I don't.
You stumped me.
But anyway, now that Jared's here, I'm passing the mic and let him take over, and let's get it.
Okay, so then I want to talk just a smidge about the Facebook meta thing, only because we've got so many different multiverse things that I want to talk about that too. But
is this our first real life multiverse?
Maybe.
I'm not on Facebook, so I don't know.
Well, Zuckerpoot, I know what his real name is. I just don't want to say it. He's basically said that he wants to start this multiverse of different things. So he's calling it the metaverse. So the first one is like Facebook. I think he's added in the Instagram as part of some of that. But he's going into like 3D, huge 3D stuff where you're going to actually play games, do stuff as a part of a system that's called the meta. And so my thing to ask is, how much multi is too much multi? Because everybody seems to want to be multiverse about everything now.
I probably won't participate, so that's mine.
I think
I'm off socials.
Even outside of Facebook, though, we it's like it's everything is wanting to be multiverse now. We want to be this full franchise of 100 different things.
I don't like that.
I honestly think it's a good thing for Facebook, because as a musical artist, right? When I post something, I have to post on Facebook. Then I gotta post it on Twitter. Then I gotta post it on Instagram. Then I gotta post it on TikTok. So I am a fan of like having one space to do. And so I think that's what the concept of trying to just get us to one space. Like gamers are also people that like to do social, and they're also like people that like to do this. So I just think the idea of trying to consolidate people back into a space again, I'm for that, because I mean, I know we've had apps where you could like get into one app and post one time and then it would go to those multiple outlets. So I think I might be interested in seeing at least what it's about, because I know, Facebook owns WhatsApp, they own Instagram. And so like even now you can have your Instagram comments and your Instagram Messenger and your Facebook Messenger all in one spot. So it's getting there. And especially with when the pandemic hit and they did like Facebook rooms and all of this, that, and the other, they're getting to a place to where they want their platform to be the only platform that you use. So I understand from a business standpoint why you would consider doing something like that.
I mean, I don't necessarily like it, but I mean, it makes sense from a business standpoint. I hate the name, first off. I don't like the feel you get with it. I think it's a terrible choice. I think you should have just named it some other form of Facebook. I don't use Facebook a lot. I don't like it, but I'm also not a creator. I do the podcast with you guys, but like people that create things, like Ace said, I could see this being a huge tool for them. Like take people that stream, for example, to be able to put one go live notice out and then reach all your platforms. It's a great tool, to be able to share content and have it go to multiple platforms from one space. I think is a great thing. But Facebook has a lot of issues, but they're a business. I'm pretty sure this was a Black Mirror episode, and it did not end well, as most Black Mirror episodes did. So I'm curious to see how this turns out. But Facebook has so much negativity around it the last couple of years with all the crap that's gone on in the world. I don't think maybe the name change is a bad idea, because now people will be talking about Meta and not Facebook. So maybe they get some people that they've lost, and maybe it's just a way to build more revenue. So I'm curious to see how it turns out.
Shane, I don't know what you're talking about, because Striking Vipers ended just perfectly.
Striking Vipers still messes
Well, we got to
with my
bring
head.
that up. I don't want.
I don't want to
watch it. I don't even remember us talking about it.
Striking Vipers. If you don't know what Striking Vipers is, don't let your kids watch it. Google it, and then
I can only imagine. But here's my thing.
You can't imagine. That's the problem.
When he announced the name Meta, how many other people were like, he got this from Rick and Morty? Season 4, the train episode.
Never seen it.
Where he's telling Morty to quit being Meta. No.
It went over my head. I didn't get it.
I never seen Rick and Morty.
I don't know how I'm like friends with y'all.
I love Rick and Morty, and I just
Viper, so we feel the same way.
Striking Viper.
I flew through Rick and Morty. I watched it. I mean, it was different.
The dragon episode on Rick and Morty still
the best.
Traumatized me.
Okay, the dragon's not the best. It's one of the better ones, but my favorite is the evil Morty. The evil Morty ones.
All the evil Mortys. Look, it's a cartoon. I know we're not going to go down this road. It's a cartoon, but they do such an amazing job narratively. Like, oh my
Meta.
Oh, it's so good.
But here's the thing about the name. I'm sorry, Jared. I'm gonna say this one thing real quick. The name doesn't bother me, because when I very first heard Facebook, it wasn't like that rung a bell. Like, oh, this is going to be great.
And that's legitimate.
Bring back.
I just laugh every time I hear Meta.
Well, Facebook's not leaving. Just so you know.
No.
It is Facebook. It's staying Facebook. Meta is like the conglomerate we're changing.
Universe.
Yeah.
What is the one from WALL-E?
WALL-E.
When they take over the whole world, what is that? I forget the name of the company.
I don't remember.
There's like 4 companies who are vying for the position of taking over the world in WALL-E.
It'll be
yeah. It's like Walmart, Amazon, Google, and Meta. So good luck.
Tesla's in there too.
Tesla's in there too.
Okay, so
and he has
let's
spaceships already.
Let's go on to the Spider-Man trailer.
Oh, I sat and watched that breakdown of New Rockstar.
Did you cry?
So good. I about cried at the end of it. Yeah, because if I don't want to say anything. I don't want to spoil anything for anybody, but just what my thoughts are right now. If that is what's to come to fruition, you will see me bawling.
Bonnie, you're gonna bawl anyway.
That's true.
I feel like it could be happy all the way.
But
through and
it's going to be
right.
happy tears, like beautiful. They match things properly. Happy tears.
The two surprises that for me, I'm not going to go into a long breakdown, but I will say the thing that brought me joy was obviously seeing Jamie Foxx that wasn't blue. I thought that was dope. And then my boy, who I'm terrified of, Green Goblin. What's his name?
Willem
William
Dafoe.
Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe.
That voice.
Yeah, the voice, man. Yeah. So those are the two things for me.
Oh my gosh, yes. Like also when Doc Ock was like, "You're chasing ghosts." Oh, I was like,
I thought it was cool to see him, to see it when he attacks Doctor Strange, and Doctor Strange punches his spirit out of his body. I was surprised to see that in the trailer, but I was super excited for it. And then I love the clever editing by Marvel. When we get the huge Sandman fight, clever editing.
Yeah.
So not too clever because you've got internet warriors who are literally like doing every single screen, and pretty obvious they've edited some characters out of it. So yeah, I loved it. I did
too. And I will say this too. I don't know if you guys got these vibes, but if you do watch the new Rockstars breakdown, it really like explains it with the whole Statue of Liberty thing and how that what that means as far as like Kevin Feige when he started. We think of X-Men and that whole battle with, by Lady Liberty. And then we fast forward to now. I don't know. I was just like,
is that where Rogue got the white streak in her hair?
Possibly.
The Statue of Liberty?
No.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, guys. And you know what? I'll wait.
We're not talking about Rogue.
I'm going to type out a whole thing.
That is the worst freaking version of Rogue I've ever seen in my life. We're not talking about that. I understand that's Kevin Feige's introduction into the Marvel Entertainment Universe.
But... Is that what we're talking about? I don't remember that one.
Yes, the old X-Men movie when she's up there and he's stealing all of her powers, and that's when she gets the white streak in her hair.
And that's not how it happens.
That's how it happened in the movie.
The movie's done.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay, let's go.
I was thinking not movie for some reason.
What are your thoughts?
Okay, here's my thoughts. There was too much in the freaking trailer.
I mute you. Actually, I can't.
I will restrict anything you have. You do that.
I don't feel like they did. Go ahead, Jerry. I'm sorry, Lanny.
There was way too many things, and I'm not going to say everything because I don't want people to hear this and not hear it somewhere else because I don't want them to get. But I'm going to give one. So Doc Ock at the beginning is a normal Doc Ock, but when he sticks his claws over on Peter Parker's face, over his neck, everybody see what happened?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's how we get the good, or he's not good, but he's at least not the insane Doc Ock.
I think you're going to be surprised.
Did you not see the stuff?
Well, yeah, if you did you look at his Peter Parker's?
Yes.
Y'all can't just say
we're breaking down the trailer. This is not spoiler free.
Yeah, this is not spoiler free.
He took a chunk out of his chest and the nano absorbed it.
But the nanites were able to look for all the because they fix things. Nanites fix things. So it's going down the claws and it goes up into his neck. And that's how we get later on in the trailer that he's not trying to murder people.
Well, I think we also got more plot points though too, because the thing is Doctor Strange tells Peter bruh, the fate of all of these villains that is coming through, they die, and Peter doesn't want that to happen, which is why he takes the box.
I could see that, Philip. Totally. I want to show that. I could see he's one of the guys that's.
You think Doc Ock?
No, see, I think they edited out another Spider-Man.
Toby,
stupid husband.
Yeah.
No, I'm going with him.
No, they edited out another Spider-Man.
I'm gonna go with Shane.
Yes, because the thing is, they're saying that when all of those villains are in place, that they're fighting all of the Spider-Mans at that point.
Yeah, because they're not going to bring in every single villain from every
Spider-Man movie
and not bring in the Spider-Mans.
Well, the other thing too is they're saying that the part where MJ is falling, that's going to be where Andrew Garfield comes and saves her to redeem what happened in.
Doesn't break her like he did
I
his.
see that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Look, if we don't get Spider Pig, I'm gonna riot. I want Spider Pig.
I don't know if we'll get Spider Pig, but how many of you, after Doctor Strange said, "Let's Scooby Doo this crap," how many of y'all think that that's what the ending's gonna be?
What?
No, you did not. Did you seriously?
Bonnie?
I did. I fell for it.
No way.
That deserves a mute.
Oh yeah. You should be kicked off the pod for that one. Jimmy Kimmel should not be in anything.
Wow.
But I do think that there was something maybe thrown out there.
Like what?
That shouldn't have been. You guys have to go watch it. It's Benedict Cumberbatch and on Jimmy Kimmel. Y'all go watch it.
Okay.
Okay.
I also think that
because I don't want to spoil things for people if there is something there.
I have no issues with it. Clearly,
I think at the right. I think at the end too.
He went angry and like
instantly. I told you he was so mad at me last week. He was so mad at me last week, and it was an honest mistake.
Okay, go ahead.
But here's the thing, though, with his honest mistakes, right? Normally, when people know they messed up, they will just be like, "Oh, I messed up. I should probably not."
Yeah.
No, he sticks his whole foot in it because he was
going to double down.
Because he says, so this happens in the movie. It's like, okay,
I didn't know what movie it happened.
That's right.
But then he turns around, but look, so then we stop and he goes, well, I mean, it's not like I said it was in the end credit. It, like, bro.
Yeah, he ruined that for me.
Let it go.
Guys, I went and watched it the next night.
I haven't seen it yet, so yeah, I'm not gonna just.
I'm not saying nothing.
I'll just stop.
Well, I'm happy for you.
Spider-Man trailer. Back to Spider-Man.
Okay.
At the end, when Doctor Strange says more of them are coming, and it was a purple glow versus the yellow that we saw when he did the spell. I'm wondering, do y'all think that's the X-Men, the Fantastic Four, or do you think that was just a swerve and that's actually when the stuff is happening? Like, what do you think?
I think it's going to leave things open.
Purple?
I'm going to say my line. It's the multiverse. Anything can happen.
The purple goes a lot with your name, Ace. It was through the whole thing, or almost the whole thing.
And Agatha, too.
Yep. Everything.
And Dormammu.
Everything was purple. Yeah.
Just think of anything with dark magic.
Peter takes the box, right? We know that. And so my thinking is it's when Peter starts to mess with the box and like all crap hits the fan.
Yeah, and I definitely think it's a culmination of, and Wanda, and I mean we're talking about.
I don't know what you're saying. Just say
Loki.
I don't know what you're pointing at. Okay.
Of Loki.
I mean, I don't know which characters we're going to see, but I mean, it's 2 hours and 49 minutes of Spider-Man. So I think all crap's literally going to hit the fan.
I want to know what this black Spider-Man is.
So go ahead, and I'll give mine afterwards.
I mean, I think it's still. I mean, we had the black from Tobey Maguire, but I really don't feel like it's going to be him in that.
Yeah, I don't think that's it either.
But I don't think he will bring him back in black
with his arm having the time thing on it. I feel like it's going to be Holland somehow. He's got the time stone, or there's another version that's going to come that has the time stone.
Wasn't there a black suit in the Spider-Man game? Did Miles Morales have a black suit in the Spider-Man game?
He did, but it didn't look like that, I don't think.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Miles Morales has like the red. It's a red spider, and he's got some other stuff.
He's got blue and stuff in it. Now, I will say somewhere. What in the world's wrong with her hand? I will say
children keep trying to come in here.
Oh, in the trailer, I do think they did show one of the other Spider-Man. I think it was that flash of a Spider-Man. I might have to go back and rewatch it if I can pause it at that moment.
There's so many pictures out there that have been edited now that it's hard to know.
I'm just saying, take those pictures and zoom in, and then you can probably determine what's going on there. Because
yeah, that's the spot. Can you
what's
zoom in on
over
that,
his chest
please?
there? I don't think I can.
If you zoom in on his shoulders, you'll see I'm not gonna say it.
He's got those little lines. Well, you see
No,
Electro
no.
behind him.
That's
Right. So he's
it's not
fighting
Miles Morales, though.
electricity.
Mm-hmm. Bonnie, you know
Bonnie,
you
just
can
say
say
it.
I don't want to say it because what if it ruins something for y'all?
you're not ruining anything. We're having a discussion
We're speculating.
So I'm gonna agree with some of the stuff I've like breakdowns I've seen that I think it's Superman's suit inside out and that's duct tape because you'll see that he's got an iPhone right here so that he doesn't get electrocuted by Electro. It's Tom Holland, just his suit's been modified so he can fight Electro.
Yeah, you are banned, dude. You're out of here.
Right.
Whoa, what was that?
Something stupid.
Nothing.
It ain't nothing now.
That's nothing now. Wow,
You
that
can
was fun.
smile. You can smile
That's
at me
just, like,
without saying
perfect.
anything, buddy.
Okay. Fun. But what are all these symbols on his chest? Like you see all like there's like writing right in here. I can't zoom in.
I can't see it because
I'll find us a better one. You guys
Yeah, find a better
one.
picture, and then you can see there's duct tape right here. You'll see the iPhone sitting right here with Zendaya and the other dude. That's
Ned.
so yeah. I don't Ned. There we go, and it's MJ, not Zendaya. I do like her name though. That's I think it's just to fight Electro. He's trying to do something with Electro so that it doesn't mess with his suit.
Shane,
You know, I feel like
I gave you a quick thing to get to that. Anyways, so while he's looking at that, so here's why I say it was too much. We saw every villain that we know of, anyways. That's part of the Sinister Six, which I mean, that's too much. I should have been.
Craven?
Did we see Craven? No, but he's not the original Six, though, is he?
Yes. I only know that because Phil Googled it. And that's what we were saying. We didn't see Craven.
See, I didn't think he was. Okay.
So this is an iPhone right here, is what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's got a picture of his friends
Ned
on it?
And MJ.
And so
you see on the side, see how the wires are kind of sticking out? And then you see there's like duct tape.
Get us in there closer.
Okay, hang on. Oh, that was too far. My computer just melted down. We're done. We're done. I quit. Now it's tiny on this screen. This is dumb.
This reminds me of that TikTok I sent y'all yesterday.
100%.
You know what?
Okay.
There.
That's nice. We'll take that.
It's got different colors.
Okay, so we got the symbols on his chest. I can see that.
Yeah,
It doesn't look inside out though, but it looks like something that would be like an anti-conductor or something. I could see that.
So that's just a suit to fight.
But it almost looks like he has on a gauntlet, an infinity gauntlet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with the glove thing.
And it's got the same stuff that Doctor Strange uses, those a little.
And this could be a suit that he designs. You know, he designed his own suit in the last one.
Right.
It'd be cool if he gives Spider-Man a suit, because this does kind of look like his symbols and stuff on the chest. Like maybe it's some kind of.
I wonder why he would have the ability. Why would he would have the time stone though? I wonder.
Because if he has to go into these alternate dimensions to fix things, then maybe this is his way of traveling between the dimensions, or to the different metaverse, like the universes.
Yeah.
Like, does he design him a suit so that he can go into these? Yeah. Or like this is how he gets them back in their own universe.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
But did y'all hear? Go ahead, Shane. I mean, Jared.
I love Jamie Foxx's look so much better than the Amazing Spider-Man look. It actually looked a lot more real to me. It's like something that could happen, I guess, if it really could happen. You know what I mean?
So I have a question.
Blue. Go ahead.
About your blue comment. Do you think that because our thoughts are that they're coming through from where they first left off, right? So do you think he's gonna be blue and then eventually evolve while he's in this world to what he looks like in the trailer?
No, I think I think personally that he's like, with the multiverse things change. Think about the Loki scene, right? Where he goes back to what looks familiar, but then they have no clue who he is. And they're like he looks so I think and then the statues in that particular verse were different, right? They all looked like King the Conqueror. So I think that even though we're seeing, because if you notice, all of these died in their particular verse, except for the lizard dude. He didn't die in Spider-Man, did he?
No,
So that's
no,
what I'm
he
saying.
didn't.
So I just think that while we have Jamie Foxx as the character, because just like I don't know if we're gonna get the other version of Green Goblin either.
Yeah, it doesn't look like
The
we
one
are.
from the Ultimate Spider-Man.
We did get, there is the other goblin that flies through
I
that.
don't know which one that is though.
Right.
Which is why I have the theory.
I wondered if it was the weird one though from Garfield's, but
Yeah.
it could be completely different. They may just be throwing us off at this point of just getting. They could put anybody in that spot.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be from the last two.
The only reason that I say that is because of what they're saying in the preview, as like Doctor Strange is like, these are all from their own timeline type deal or whatever, where Spider-Man kills them, where they die. So we have to send him back to that. And so that's why my thought was, if they're coming through, then maybe that's like how they're trying to become permanent in this reality, I guess. Like they come through as how we saw them when we last saw them, and then they turn into what they are at the end. But I don't know. I could be.
Well, the beautiful thing is we don't have that long to wait to find out.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, yes,
did you guys hear the comments from Tom Holland?
Yes.
I have not.
He is 25 years old. He's 25 years old.
Yeah.
He says that if I am still playing Spider-Man at 30, I'm doing something wrong.
He does not want to keep playing Spider-Man.
He said, I think they should start working on a Miles Morales movie.
But the studios want him to keep playing Spider-Man, right?
Oh yeah. Oh, girl says she ain't doing a Spider-Man movie without him. Yeah. So that just means they backing up Brinks trucks to him.
And I think this is a smart move from him, because like he said he doesn't want to act forever. He wants to buy apartments and rent them cheaper than what you could normally, because he doesn't need money. So he has goals. He doesn't want to act forever. And dude, you tell him you don't want to come back, and you've lost Robert Downey Jr. Like you've lost a lot of the main draws from the last major phase. Like you don't want to lose Spider-Man going into phase 4. So, I mean, tell him you're not sure, and like maybe you're making $20 million for the next Spider-Man movie.
Well, I mean, Chris Evans, he started saying that same thing. Like I'm ready to start directing. I wasn't trying to be in front of the camera this long or whatever. And so,
I mean, yeah, I mean, I could see that. And I feel like, once again, like we're introducing, like the sky's the limit. So why not introduce Miles Morales within the next 5 years?
I mean, I could see that. We talked about, our ideas of what we thought for last pod, but I'm just saying, I think that it's still pretty early. Like you introduce Spider-Man with him being as young as he is, so that we could grow with him. And I do think that an older Spider-Man has a story to tell, like the college version of Spider-Man. I think that story, we've getting to see his evolution of watching his mentor die to where he becomes the mentor. Like, I think that's a solid story to tell. Him like building himself into a leader of the Avengers, just like why I thought that T'Challa had such a great future for the MCU. So again, all of that was building to be such great story. So we'll see where they go.
Well, we saw it to a degree in Into the Spider-Verse when the old Peter Parker, when he's divorced, or I think he was divorced, and he's sad and like depressed. Like you see a version of an older Spider-Man in that. We've never seen one in live action, because we've only gotten 3 movies and then we move on, or 2 movies in Garfield's case. Yeah, he got 3 for Tobey Maguire.
I know, but you seen him as an adult, like he wasn't in high school.
Yeah, but he was an adult from the first movie. Like he's like a 35-year-old playing an 18-year-old, and it was obvious. Like,
right.
What I'm saying though is if we got a
man.
couple more movies, we could see Spider-Man like think number 3 on the Batman trilogy when you see him all beat up and like he can't walk because he's been taken. Like I want to see Spider-Man down the road. That'd be cool. Like what's a 20-something-year-old Spider-Man who's been doing this for 15 years look like?
See, and the thing is our generation loves stuff like that. If you look, the best transition from kids to adults that we followed them from beginning to end is Saved by the Bell.
Yes.
I watched Mr. Belvedere. Was it Mr. Belvedere?
Yes.
All the way till Zach and Kelly's marriage.
Yeah.
Watched the college years, all of that. We grew up with them.
Yes, yeah. I agree. Sorry, it's cold. It's hard to say that. I don't know. Like if a person wants to step away from movies, I'm like, I don't know. I'm kind of on the I support that kind of train. Like, yeah, he's back. So yeah, at the end of the day, as long as you're doing a good story and you pick the right, I guess, actors that mesh well with the characters, I feel like that's what they've done a really good job of so far. And why everybody loves Tom Holland as Spider-Man is he's that, I don't know, for me, he's that Spider-Man, that I watched in the cartoons whenever I was growing up. It's kind of that quirky, nerdy, Spider-Man. So
right.
It would suck to see him go, but at the same time, I feel like here's your opportunity. You have this great storyline going that you could start introducing, stuff like Miles Morales and stuff like that. So I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
I would be happy. I mean, we've seen with Batman, we've seen the different versions of Batman, and then we had the Ben Affleck where he was the old man, cranky Batman. I mean, we could go without Tom Holland and still get the cranky or whatever Spider-Man looks like. Tobey Maguire. I mean, we've opened up the multiverse.
Is there money in a 50-year-old Tobey Maguire?
We could still get Tobey Maguire, and Tobey Maguire could become the protege with Miles Morales. I mean,
my bold statement is they show live action Miles Morales in this movie. You're already introducing multiple super Spider-Mans. You throw Miles Morales in there and then you spin him off.
I could see you getting an end post-credit scene that gives you of like something that makes you think Miles Morales, but you ain't getting Miles Morales in this. I
think it's the movie did massive. They're already making a second one. And you're already introducing multiple Spider-Mans. I think you throw it in there, you build hype.
I think we're going to get a Wanda at the end. That's my bold prediction.
I'm not saying when you'll see him, but I think you see live action Miles Morales.
Or we say what Phil says. I bet it's Venom. Sorry.
Right.
What if? Never mind. I'm not going to do that.
Am I going to do what?
No, I'm going to bite my tongue.
Bring it.
I'm going to make Ace mad.
Do it. Because we didn't get to have our Kathleen Kennedy talk.
Oh, we didn't. Right. We need to save that for when Joey's here.
But before we close down, I'll say, Ronald's right.
Ace was right.
That's what you get. I was right.
Yes, Ace was right.
And we get 3 more years of crappy Star Wars movies.
I thought they weren't doing movies.
Exactly.
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 I will say this. And I will say that. I do agree that there are some issues with my cousin. But I was right that she was going to return. I said at the end of the day, see if Bob Iger was still in charge, then I could agree with y'all that she probably was on the way out, because the rumors were that she was getting ready to transition to go somewhere else or whatever. But with Kupchak or Baychek, whatever the new
guy, yeah,
he's about money. I mean, you saw that with the whole Black Widow feud. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is if he's about money and she's still bringing in over $1 billion, she's gonna stay. And like I said, I am one that, like I said, we'll have a deeper conversation about this the next pod.
Save it for the next pod.
Yeah.
This is just
I don't know.
rage-inducing. Why did we bring this up when we're leaving and we don't even? Okay, just really, 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 really fast. You were right, but they just announced that the Rian Johnson movie has been indefinitely delayed, and the other we got this one a little before, but the Rogue Squadron have been delayed too. If Rian Johnson, who is Kathleen Kennedy's love baby, if that boy can't agree with Lucasfilm, there are serious problems. I'm shocked, honestly, that because they were all about Rian Johnson and they loved him. Obviously, they were a little less in love after the fan reception from 8, but they still love Rian Johnson. So for the fact that they're having creative differences with him worries me. Now, obviously, Disney Plus is rolling along; it's doing its thing, but the film division is in serious trouble, in my opinion.
But what I'm wondering, though, I want to know who's a part of the film. This is my question, because I get it. She's the face. Her name is always going to be put in it as she's the one that's having creative differences, as though she's like, no, I want this, this, and this. But what I'm saying is, I want to know who it is in the story group that's not agreeing with, because it feels like for the movies they don't want to pull the trigger on the inside baseball stuff like we do with the TV division.
Yep.
So that's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, and that's why I feel like Disney Plus is rolling and everything is sunshine and rainbows over there, and it is the nuclear apocalypse in Star Wars movie land, because we have nothing. We don't have a single release date. We don't have a single confirmed title in production.
We do. We have a title of a TV movie,
but we don't have a title. We don't have a date.
We don't have a title, but we have the graphics for it, and people speculate that that's that one Jedi that we showed a picture of it, that we did the comparison.
Yeah, my thing is it just seems like Star Wars movies are in a really bad place when Disney Plus is at a high point, and like of all the times like we always say, capitalize on your momentum, or I always say, not we, right. You want to capitalize on your momentum, right? And we want to talk about money, but like Disney Plus is putting out just gold, and then we don't do anything from the film standpoint. It just feels like a miss.
Well, we'll get into that next week because I have thoughts on why that's the case. So
okay.
And I have Halo to do.
Sounds good. Love you guys. Thank you for joining us. Everybody out there, except for that one dude. Screw you, buddy. And every week, Thursday, 7:30. Love you guys.
Talking nerdy.